Hi, it's Andy Hemming here. Whenever I talk with business owners, they think about growing their business, but most of them think about it in the wrong way. So I thought I'd show you a different way to think about that today. Come on, come with me. You see, whenever I ask people in seminar, where would you go first when they think about growing their business, they always think about marketing. And what we found is there are more effective ways. So I'm going to share that with you now. Come on, let's have a chat about it.
So look, when we think about growing the business, some people might say they want more customers. Most people would probably say they want more turnover, but I think everybody would say they want more profit. That'd be fair to say, wouldn't it? So let's have a look at how we create that, because I've said to you, when we start thinking about growing our business, we need to think about it in a different way. Well, the thing is, we can't actually get more customers, more turnover and more profit, because as you notice in this equation here, they're all actually results. If we want to generate customers, first of all, we've got to cause leads. So that's our marketing effectiveness. And then we have to convert them. That's our sales process effectiveness. That gives us our number of customers. Once we got those customers, we have to get them coming and dealing with us as often as possible, our number of transactions. And we have to get them spending money with us, so our average sale. So when we take our customers times the number of times they deal with us, times the average amount they spend, that gives us our turnover. And then we apply the margin to that, we get profit. The thing is, when we actually stand in front of a room and talk about these 5 ways, most people think that they should start with leads. But I haven't found many businesses where there aren't holes in the sieve. And what do I mean by that? Well, look, if you look at this equation, all the things in blue are the levers that we can pull. Now, the only thing that's actually external to your business is leads, marketing. It's the thing that will cost you money. Whereas I pretty much guarantee you've got leads coming in that you're not converting already. So how much money are you leaving on the table right now with unconverted leads? Then the customers you already have, how well educated are they? How much do they know about all of the products and services that you can give them? So are they dealing with you at every opportunity? What do you need to do to educate them better? And then what do you need to do to get them to come back and spend more? Could you upgrade them? Could you add on sell? Plenty of opportunities here to increase your turnover as well. And then do you actually know the margin of everything that you sell? The reason that I said we need to think differently about this is the first place we actually have to look in this 5 ways is margin. Just imagine if you didn't know the margins of all the products and services you sold and you found out that some of them were actually unprofitable and they were the ones you were marketing. How quickly could that market you out of business? So we go margin first. Then we look at conversion rate, because I guarantee you're leaving money on the table. Then we look at average sale and number of transactions, and the last place we go to is number of leads, marketing effectiveness, because that will cost you money. So in some of the businesses that I've worked with, we've had businesses that have been spending £3,000 a week on their marketing. We've actually cut that back by over £2,500 a week and still generate the same amount of leads. What would a £2,500 per week increase in your profit mean to you right now? So let's have a look at what happens when we put some numbers into this. Let's say we have a business that generates 4,000 leads a year, 80 leads a week. So this might be a retail business. And out of those leads, it converts 25%. So that gives us 1,000 customers that we're dealing with in a year. On average, they deal with us twice and spend £100 each time. Now I get that some will deal with us once every 5 years and some will deal with us once a month, but the average is twice. Some will spend a tenner and some will spend £1,000. I get that too, but we're just looking for averages and driving the averages here. So that will give us a £200,000 turnover. And then when we apply a margin of 25% to that, we end up with 50,000 on the bottom line. Now, what's the first thing we need to do here? Well, obviously, measure the 5 ways. If we don't know the 5 ways in the business, how do we manage it? How do we drive it? And the next question is, how many 5 ways can you have in your business? The answer is as many as you want. Because let's be fair, I've got a client. Let's think about this. They do corporate clients and domestic clients. The domestic clients tend to spend once with them. The corporate clients tend to spend over and over again. So in terms of how we think about the 5 ways, there are different levers to pull harder in that business. So now let's think about it. We've got the 5 ways measured. We want to start to apply a few different strategies to each of those measures. Now, I haven't got time to go over all the strategies right now, but safe to say there's well over 350 across those 5 ways that we'll look at to apply to your business to help you drive your profits. So if we thought about that, would it be possible, would it be fair to say that we could generate over a year a 10% increase in each of these 5 ways if we applied 3 or 4 or 5 strategies to them, tested and measured them and optimised them to make them work really well? I don't think 10% seems out of the ballpark, does it? So let's map those numbers into the 5 ways and see what happens. So our 4,000 becomes 4,400. If you think about that, that's an extra 8 leads a week, 1.6 leads a day. How hard is it to generate an extra 1.6 leads a day in your business? Now, our conversion rate moves to 27.5%. Not a 10% increase, not a 10-point increase in your conversion rate, just a 10%. Now, quite a lot of people find that just by measuring their conversion rate, they can generate a 10% increase, but there are plenty of other strategies we can apply here to get that 10% increase. Our 2 becomes 2.2. How? Well, let's just say we educate people on what else they can buy from us so they can come back more often. Maybe we just communicate with them better to help them come back and shop more often. Our 100 becomes 110. When was the last time you increased your prices? Now, let's be fair, most business owners I speak with, as soon as I talk about price increases, it instills fear into them. But the point is, who are the people that complain when you put your prices up? They'll be your D-grade customers, by the way, the ones that you don't really want. They're the ones who give you the headaches, aren't they? And then we look at our margins. So if we target our more profitable areas of our mix, for example, or save some costs, then we end up with a 27.5% margin. Now, what happens when we run those numbers all the way through the equation? Well, first of all, our 1,000 customers become 1,210. Our £200,000 turnover becomes 292,820, and our profit number on the bottom becomes 80,525. So overall, we generate a 46% increase in turnover and a 61% increase in profit just by achieving a 10% increase in each of the 5 ways over a year. Now, what happens if you achieve that 10% consistently for 5 years? Well, this number becomes 540,000, 1,000% increase over 5 years. So let me ask you a question. First of all, do you know what the 5 ways are in your business? Secondly, what would you do with an extra 30 grand's worth of profit in the next 12 months just on this small business? What would you do with an extra 450 grand's worth of profit 5 years from now on that business? The opportunities within this are endless, guys. So get to grips with it. Give us a call right now. Let's help you understand how to drive your 5 ways and get a massive increase in your profitability to give you the choices and freedom that you probably wanted when you thought about your business in the first place, when you set up your business to give you all those opportunities. I look forward to hearing from you.
I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed learning it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. The most important thing in this, though, is that you actually take action. So click the button below, get yourself an appointment in my diary. Let's have a look at the 5 ways in your business and what a 61% increase in your profits might mean for you. Take action now.